Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. That time when my daughter from another timeline visited me by KiritoBambre. Chapter 21. I will not give up. Everyone, Pav, Guy and the others lunged towards Ivaraj with full speed. Now that their opponent was the one that defeated them in the previous Tenma war, they released all their power into 100%. Hesitation in the middle of a battle will just get you killed, is what everyone thought. So it's better to give your all from the start. That way, they can either defeat their enemy or determine its weaknesses. Both ends are favorable for them. Rag. Guy and Milam was the first to strike, attacking Ivaraj in a straightforward way with their fist and destructible kick that can destroy and shatter a mountain. Ivaraj increased his speed and strengthened his defense to withstand the ferocious barrage of attack coming from Guy and Milam. Doom. Doom. Asterisk, every attack create a deafening sound that shake the whole planet. With Guy and Milam's cooperative attack, Ivaraj have no ways of fighting back. Although blocking those destructive attack was not a problem for him, doing it many times still give him some damage. Right now, Ivaraj have 40% life energy in his body. If he received some critical damage, it will surely give him defeat, or worse, death. Even though Ivaraj used his life energy to imprison Rimuru in his previous fight, his existence value was still unmatchable for Guy and others. What's more, it's still increasing ever since his evolution to godhood. With that case, he strengthened his defense and increased his speed enough to defeat Guy and the others. There's no way these maggots can defeat me. Unlike that monster I fight earlier, all of them here are just like kids, is what Ivaraj thought after assessing the power of Guy and the others. He wants to finish the battle as soon as possible so that he can go to Rizu to absorb its power. After witnessing the light and energy envelope to her body, he was confident that it was the power he was searching after first sensing it. The power of an infinite supply of life energy. The power of immortality that surpassed both space and time. A true immortal. If I can just absorb it, I'll become unstoppable. Now that she was in her evolutionary sleep, it'll be easier for me to absorb her. I'll just have to wipe these hindrances in my way, is what Ivaraj thought. With his current power, he can easily overpower and defeat each of them, although it will only happen if he was fighting one or two opponents at the same time. But that was not the case this time. Guy and the others choose to fight in group because all of them knew their own shortcomings and vulnerabilities. Admitting it to themselves hurt them a lot, especially a prideful demon like Guy who live in satisfaction through his many achievements. But this battle with Ivaraj is something that they can't lose no matter what. Looks like you're enjoying yourself, Guy. Do you mind if we joined on your little fun? Testarossa asked to Guy while smiling like a devil, although she was a devil in nature and race. Whereas Ultima and Carrera followed up. That right. It's unfair if you hag all the fun yourself and Milam Sama. Hee. We demons love to fight. Even if you refuse, I will fight no matter what. Instead of getting angry to their remarks, Guy smirked where he retorted, haha. I don't mind if all of you joined. The question is, can you keep up with us? To others. HMPH. Don't underestimate me. Rag, Carrera said as he joined the fight together with Ultima and Testarossa. Benimaru, Shion, Leon, Chloe and Masayuki, with the power of Rudra, also joined the fight, whereas Velzard, Velgrand, Luminous and Diablo created a complex barrier that surrounds the battlefield to minimize the damage in their surrounding. But it won't be long before all of them hit their limit, all of them know that. They still didn't recover fully after the battle with the cryptids, especially Benimaru and the others, where they can replenish their mana just by being connected with their master. But now that they lost connection to their master, recovering their mana is impossible. What's more, in order to damage Ivaraj, a person like Benimaru have to use his strongest attack just to damage him. In order to win this battle, we have to finish it as early as possible. All of them was thinking the same as they worked together to achieve the victory they were seeking. They attacked in coordination, leaving Ivaraj with no room of opening to attack. Some are support, while the others fight Ivaraj face to face. Though Guy and the others can't find the right timing to fire their finishing move because of Ivaraj's fast movement that they're having a problem to react. But it was also the case to Ivaraj. TCH. I can't find a perfect timing to attack. These insects irritates me, Ivaraj thought while dodging and defending himself with sour face. He was surrounded in every corner. Whenever he tried to escape, Guy and Milam stop him with a speed comparable to him. What's more, every time he receives an attack, his life force decrease even more. His life was currently at 32%. If he continues to receive attacks from every corner, he will die for sure. He also can't use life absorption from his surrounding because he can only use it once a day. The life force he absorbed from a planet while battling Rimuru had already been used to imprison Rimuru. Knowing all of it irritates Ivaraj even more, so he decided to go all out. He flared up his aura even more and increased his power to its limit. Enough, Ivaraj said as he go all out. The barrier that surrounds the entire battle area that Velzard and the others created shattered into pieces and all of them was blown away. After that, Ivaraj flew up in the atmosphere and stopped midway and transformed himself into his gigantic dragon form. He opened his gigantic mouth that aimed towards Guy and others, where he gathered his unmeasurable mana to create a wide eradication attack. This energy. This is bad. Everyone, fire your strongest attack. Give everything all you've got, Guy said as he ordered everyone. All of them understand what Guy was trying to say. If they don't stop this attack, all of them will perish. It was safe to say that the whole planet will cease to exist. They move immediately and gather their mana to its very last drop to the last attack that they will make, as if their instinct were telling them to move or all of them were going to die. Gamma burst roaring dragon. Ivaraj fire his destructive attack towards Guy and the others. As the name implies, it's an attack, like an explosion that occurs at the end of the life of a massive star. It was the largest and most powerful explosive phenomenon that has ever been confirmed in the universe. Focusing it to become a straightforward attack was far more destructive than a gamma-ray explosion. Rag HHHHHHH. At the same time, Guy and the others fire their attack. Both attack collide each other that it create a blinding light that much more brighter than the sun. DOOMMMMM. Asterisk. It was so dangerously electrifying that the whole planet trembles and the surrounding was vanishing into thin air little by little as it was turning into small particles. In normal circumstances, the attack that Guy and the others make can't stand a chance against Ivaraj's own attack. But all of them have different type of magic. By combining their attack, it create an energy wavelength similar to Ivaraj's all-life eradication attack. Because of this, both attack collide and pushing each other as if they're contradicting. But, unlike Ivaraj almost unlimited mana storage, they can't maintain their attack for so long. Because of this, the attack was starting to push back to them little by little. Guy. I can't go on any longer. He's too strong. We can't win. Velzard said while in pain. Guy became quiet after hearing the word. We can't win, as it was echoing through his mind many times. He knew that they will all die if they don't stop Ivaraj's attack. He knew that they can't stop it with the power they have. He knew that all of them, including Guy himself, was not enough to stop this monster. He knew that to defeat Ivaraj, Rimuru's presence was needed. But, no matter what the others think, he just can't give up. After all, he was the prideful demon lord that reigned the whole world in terror for many decades. But after experiencing it himself, about the difference in power between him and Ivaraj, Guy thought, I'm a fool to think I that can win against him. Guy and others were about to give up when, don't give up, cried Xian as her voice echoed throughout the battlefield. All of them was surprised to Xian's sudden remarks. Rimuru-sama will come. I know that. I believe in him. Rimuru-sama has done many miracles in the past. Even if he's not here, I'm sure that he will find a way to help us. And for that, I will not give up, Xian said while holding back the attack of Ivaraj as her hand pointed upward. Everyone didn't say anything and just flashed a smile that shows their determination and trust towards Rimuru. I can't believe that one of Rimuru's fanatics will be the one to open up my eyes. Haha. How humiliating, is what Guy thought as his determination flared up once more. Hey. Then let's hold down the fort until that obnoxious and cheeky blob of slimes arrives. Rag. Rag. Don't say that. Rimuru-sama is the most adorable creature in the world. Everyone nodded as they unleashed all their power to their very last breath while Xian was shouting some nonsense. With their power combined into one, they finally succeeded in pushing back the attack towards Ivaraj. But, even with all that, it's still not enough. Fools. You think it was enough to defeat me? All of you are fools thinking that you have a chance from the start. Rag. Ivaraj increased his power output to the point that Guy and others was kneeling to the ground until they collapsed. Because of that, the attack from Ivaraj came straight to them with unbelievable speed. Guy was still half conscious because of the mana exhaustion, while the others already lost their consciousness. Even so, Guy didn't close his eyes to wait for his death, but instead opened his eyes, still believing that Rimuru will come and rescue them. When the attack from Ivaraj was getting closed, someone indeed came running to stop the attack. The person extends its hand and says, "Devour all of it, Azathoth." A purple mist came out from the person's hand that is big as in small town. It swallowed the attack to its very last drop until it completely vanished into thin air. Seeing the person in front of him, Guy shows a relieved smile. He still can't see well because of the mana exhaustion, and only a blur of a person is the only thing he can see. But, the figure standing in front of him was Rimuru, without a doubt. Although Guy's judgment was not completely wrong, it was also not completely right. The figure standing before him was indeed the figure of Rimuru, but Rimuru also has a daughter that have a same form like him. Because of the damage that Guy receives, his mind was completely hazy that he forgot that Rimuru has a daughter. Looks like I made it in time. Don't worry, all of you. I, Rizu Tempest, promise that I will protect you all with all my power, said Rizu with a smile as she clenched her delicate hands that shows her determination. Guy didn't bother to hear what Rizu was saying and instead, he forget all the problem in front of him as Guy relaxed his exhausted body and lose consciousness with a smile on his face. To be continued.